Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about the KBShimmer Enchanted Forest Collection. It's a 9-piece set and it's full of shimmers, multi-chromes, flakies, and all that good stuff. There's a ton of texture here. We got a gorgeous color palette. Before we get started, if you're new to the channel, I'm Candace. Welcome. Please consider subscribing for more videos. I've got a lot more coming up. And if you find this video helpful, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. So I am so excited, like super excited to share this collection with you. It's got a ton of color shifting, which we'll see in the swatches, and I just can't get over how amazing these colors are and just the different shimmers and the glowiness of the collection. All right, so let's get started. First up, we have Hidden Potential, and this starts with a warm violet hue with bronze to golden green shimmer. As we can see here on the first coat, it's very shimmery, it's very gold, and we see that violet color really showing through very nicely on just that first coat. Going in on the second, I am loving this build in color. We're getting to see more of that gold shining through. There's a little bit of the green even coming in on the different angles there. And I'm really excited because this polish has so much dimension to it, so many different colors. Like, it is just a shimmery bomb of color. Like, I'm so in love with this one already. Here is the final look. That is only 2 coats, guys, and look how pigmented that looks. The gold shimmer is looking absolutely amazing. We're seeing a little bit of that green peeking through around the edges, even some of the blue and some of that darker purple as well. And what I love about this one too is that we're getting some really great shine even in indirect lighting. And then indirect lighting, wow, like look at this. It's stunning. Here's a side-by-side view of direct and indirect lighting. Next up, we have No Illusions, and this is the multi-chrome of the collection. It shifts between teal, blue, purple, and magenta. So at some angles, you can even see hints of gold and orange. So here's that first coat. It is very sheer, but we can see that teal coming through. We do see a little bit of that purple magenta around the edges there. And going in on that second coat, it builds up in color just beautifully. The teal is looking more intense, and so is that magenta color as well. I love the KBShimmer brushes too. They apply the polish beautifully, just beautifully. Check out this color shift. It's absolutely stunning. Look at the purple on this lighting. We got the blue, we got the teal. Like, this is just color shift after color shift. And even in person, the color is always shifting. It's definitely multi-dimensional. It is absolutely stunning, guys. Like, I'm loving this one, if you can't tell already. Here it is again in indirect lighting. We see more of that blue and teal peeking through. Here are some still photos of the different color changes that this multi-chrome possesses. It is absolutely stunning. Next, we have Missed Me, and this is a slate blue crelly with rose gold shimmers. We got some copper in there and gold shimmers as well. Depending on the angle of light, we also see those linear hollow shimmers. And believe me, in person, you really see that linear hollow really peek through more intensely. So on the first coat, it's quite sheer, but we see that paleness in the blue, and it looks gorgeous against the pink shimmer. And on that second coat, it builds beautifully into more intense color. It's a little bit sheer to me, and so I'm gonna go in with a third coat, and then we see that pink shimmer just really popping through. It looks absolutely stunning, and in person, it actually has almost like this chrome or like a metallic look to it. It's very cool. Here under direct lighting, we have our 3 coats. There we see that gold shimmer. It's looking a little bit peachy as well. And then we have that pink and just the blue. It just looks so mesmerizing. and mystical. Yes, this is the Enchanted Forest Collection, so we do have that mystical vibe going on with this one as well. Almost reminds me of like fairy dust, like, you know. And then next here we have Amanita Moment. Love the name. That is so cute. And then this is a sage green crelly. It's got some color shifting flakes of red to orange to gold. So in indirect lighting, we also see flakes of green. So let's check that out with our swatches here. So on the first coat, we get a little wash of sage green, and we're seeing those flakes there. The color shifting is already happening on that first coat, looking marvelous. And then the second coat builds up beautifully. We get more flakes on the nail. The brush is really helping to distribute the flakes evenly, and it's just looking really great over here on the second coat. And in indirect lighting, we're already seeing that red to orange to gold color shifting in the flakes alone. It's still a little bit sheer. I do want a little bit more coverage near the tip of the nail, so I'm going in with my third coat. And let's see, we got a little bit more intensity on that sage green. We're still getting some more build up of those flakes, and the color shifting is already happening, and it's looking gorgeous against the green. It is just very reminiscent of the moss around the forest. It is just giving me life. Here is the final look with 3 coats. There it is in indirect lighting, and then here we have it again in direct lighting. So we're seeing some more of that shimmer in there as well. Next, we have Frequent Flyer, and this is a golden champagne with hues of green and blue, and depending on the angle and lighting, we get some tones of peach, rose, and violet, which we can see here in the bottle. It's a little bit sheer on that first coat, which actually works really well, because what's really cool about this polish is that it also works as a topper as well. So you can layer this. You can layer this over a black base, white, whatever you prefer, or wear it alone. Here we're swatching it alone, and on the second coat, we're really seeing that peachy gold hue in there. It's looking stunning. It's looking gorgeous. There's still a little bit of the tip of the nail showing, so this does look best with 3 coats if you are going to wear it alone. Here we have the final look with 3 coats on its own. It is looking absolutely stunning, guys. Like, this is so, I'm already blown away by this one. I absolutely love it. I don't have another polish like this in my collection, so this is a very happy addition, I have to say. And I'm just loving the shift between that gold and then the pink, and there's a little bit of green in there as well. So I want to show you how this looks layered over a black base and white and a nude base as well, and also on its own, so you can have a little bit of a visual comparison there. So as we can see with the black polish, it's giving us more of that green that's in the polish. And then when it's worn over the white polish, we're seeing some more purple shining through. We're seeing some more of that pink and gold. And so it gives different effects based on the base color that you're using. So it's a very versatile polish and definitely a great addition to any collection. Here's the polish again under direct lighting. It is just glowing right off the screen, like it's looking absolutely beautiful. Next up, we have I'd Pick You, and this is a pastel orchid crelly with flakes of green, gold, peach, and aqua blue. So on the first coat, we're seeing that pink crelly base really peeking through, and then we have the gold flakes there as well. And then on the second coat, we get a gorgeous build in pink color, and then some more of the flaky textures coming through. On the third coat, we're getting even more coverage. So this is the final look with 3 coats. We're still getting some really stunning color shifting showing here. There are a ton of flakes in this polish, but it doesn't give a very gritty texture. They lie down very flat and they look even more gorgeous with top coat as well. This polish does give us a very jelly look to the nail once we have that complete finished look, especially with top coat, we get even more shine. Next up is this beautiful chocolate brown polish called What the Fudge, and it's a cream polish and it's got a warm undertone. Here we have the first coat, which actually gives us quite a bit of color, and then on that second coat we get very good color payoff, gorgeous coverage. And it's such a rich brown color. It's very pigmented and we love that for a cream polish. I mean, we don't even need a third coat on this one. We're already getting some really great opacity on just that second coat. Here's the final look with 2 coats. It's very shiny, it's very pigmented, and it's just a gorgeous brown polish. Next is Dawn to Earth, and this is a bright cobalt blue jelly. It's got some pink shimmers along with hints of fuchsia, rose, peach, and gold. So here's how the polish looks with just 1 coat. We got that beautiful wash of blue and then some pink shimmer. And then on the second coat, we get a gorgeous build in color. It's a little bit on the sheer side. I'm already seeing a lot of the nail growth peeking through underneath. So we're definitely gonna need a third coat with this one, but that's typical with a jelly nail polish, which they do tend to apply a little bit more on that sheer side. So here we go again with another coat. Here's 3 coats here, and we get more coverage there on that third coat, and we get a nice sprinkle of pink fairy dust there, and it's looking absolutely stunning. Here's the final look with 3 coats, and we can see that gold and pink shimmer really peeking through here and looks lovely under the light. And then last of the collection is Branching Out, and this is the thermal polish of the bunch. So yes, we got some color changing polish going on here. So the first coat is very sheer. It does dry down quite matte, if not satin, and we got a lot of those flakes showing through there, but check it out on the second coat. Immediately we have such an increased color payoff here. That intense blue is really showing here. We even got some more flakes going on, and we already get so much of that on just that second coat. It is still a little bit sheer, so you might prefer to put a third coat, but you can get away with 2 here. It still gives us really great coverage. This is a tri-thermal polish, so it does have 3 different color changes. When it's cold, it turns into a navy indigo blue, which we're mostly seeing here, and those flakes show more of the gold to green to aqua blue, and then as your nails start to warm, they transition into more of that slightly purple color, and finally finishing into a turquoise green. So here is the final look with 3 coats. So here we can see that color transition between the navy indigo blue to the turquoise green, and it's looking lovely and super cool. This is definitely a very cool polish if you love thermals. I love that KBShimmer decided to introduce a thermal polish into the collection. It's very cool, gorgeous addition. Welcome back. Which polish was your favorite? Did you have a favorite? What did you think of this collection? Let me know in the comment section below. So my favorite from this collection definitely has to be Hidden Potential, and that was that gorgeous bluish shimmery kind of crelly polish that we saw a little bit earlier. It's got so much depth to it. It's just so different and really nothing that I've seen before. To me, that polish embodies an enchanted forest, if that makes sense. I have to say it was so difficult to pick a favorite. I mean, I actually loved every single polish from this collection. I have a couple of favorites, but that one would definitely have to be the top for me. The most interesting polish would have to be Frequent Flyer, and that was that champagne pinkish pearlescent polish that we saw a little bit earlier, and it's like almost like a chameleon. It's just so cool. Like, it's just a cool polish. Overall, this collection was very well done. It's definitely one of my top spring collections of the year, if not the top. I'm just loving the color palette, and the colors and the textures really complemented the theme very well. It did feel magical, it did feel mystical, it did feel like an enchanted forest. To me, that's what a collection is all about. It's really kind of having the polish complement a theme and really telling a story, and I feel like that's what we got with this Enchanted Forest. Anyways guys, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the collection. Let me know which shade was your favorite below, or if you had a favorite. And while you're down in the comment section, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if it helped. Anyways, take care, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.